If you read this book, your understanding level will change completely. If you read this book completely, then I promise you that there are some secrets in this book that can completely change your life. Hello friends, I am Dr. P.K. Paul. Welcome to my channel. Let's think about life differently and change it. So friends, the book I will read today is called The Secret. Before starting today's video, I inform you that the link of other chapters of this book will be given a description. You can view them from there. So let's begin. How to apply the secret. You are a creator. It is possible to create very easily by applying the law of attraction. The great teachers and avatars have told us this process of creation through their wonderful works in various ways. He composed many stories to explain how the universe works. The wisdom that their stories tell have become legends and have been passed down through the centuries. Many people today do not realize that the essence of these stories is real-life truth. James Ray. Think of Aladdin and his lamp. Aladdin would rub the lamp in his hand and the genie would come out. Jinn always said one thing. Your will is my command. The story mentions 3 wishes, but if you go back further into the past you will see that there is no line drawn between the wishes. Whatever you desire will be fulfilled. Consider this story. Now let's take this metaphor and apply it to your life. Aladdin always asked what he wanted. You have got the big universe which is your genes. Tradition has called it by many names, angel of God, your highest being, etc. We can give it any name. Choose what works best for you, but every tradition tells us that there is something greater than us. Jinn always said one thing. Your will is my command. This amazing story shows how your entire life and everything in it is created by you. Jinn is the principle of attraction. He is always present and watching everything you think, say and do. Jinn assumes you want what you think. What you say is what you want. Whatever you are doing is asking for it. You are the master of this universe, and Jinn is there to serve you. Jinn never questions your orders. You think and the Jinn immediately begins manipulating the universe through people, environments and events to fulfill your wishes. Creation process. The way the secret creation process is used, taken from the New Testament of the Bible, will help you shape your desires in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Want. Lisa Nix. The first step is want. Order the universe. Let the universe know what you want. The universe responds to your thoughts. Bob Proctor. What do you really want? Sit still and write on a piece of paper. Use the present tense when writing. You can start with, I am so happy and grateful that, and then explain how you would like to see your life in each area. You can choose what you want, but you have to be clear about what you really want. It's your job. The law of attraction cannot bring you what you want unless you are transparent. Then you send out mixed frequencies and you attract only mixed results. Perhaps for the first time in your life you are deciding what you want. Now that you know that you can be, or have, or do anything and there are no limits, so now say what. The first step in the healing process is asking, so practice asking. If you have to choose and you don't know which way to go, just keep asking. Nowhere in life should you be stuck, just want. Dr. Joe Vitale. It's really fun. It is as if you are getting the universe as a catalog. Take a look and say, I want to see that, I want to have that, or I want a man like that in my life. You are the one who commands the universe. It's that simple. You don't have to ask again and again. Just ask once. It's just like ordering from a catalog. You only order once. You never keep placing orders again and again, doubting whether the order has been taken once. You only order once. Don't give 3 or 4 times out of fear. The creation process is exactly the same. The first step is to be clear about exactly what you want. Being clear in your own mind means that you have got what you want. Step 2. Believe. Lisa Nix. The second step is trust. Believe that you got it. That kind of faith is what I call steadfast. Love the invisible. You have to believe that you got what you asked for. You must understand that you got what you asked for at the moment. You need absolute and ultimate faith. When you order from the catalog, sit back and relax because you're going to get exactly what you ordered. Whatever you want is already yours, see. Think that it will come to you when needed. Then let them come. Do not doubt or fear about it. Do not think about it at all. Think of them as your own, as your possessions, as if you had it. Robert Collier, 1885–1950. The entire universe becomes active to make it visible the moment you want it, believe you have it and think it is in the invisible. You have to act, talk, think as if you are receiving it now. Why? Because the universe is a mirror. The law of attraction is giving you back the image of your strongest thoughts. So shouldn't you see yourself getting it? If your thoughts see it is not getting it yet, you will only attract not getting it. You have to believe that you've got it. You need to transmit the frequency of the feeling of power, to bring those images back into your life. When you do this, the principle of attraction will powerfully manipulate the environment, people and events so that you are you. Get your wish. When you plan a vacation or order a new car or buy a house, you know it's yours. You certainly won't be rushing to arrange another vacation or buy another car or house at the same time. If you win a lottery or inherit a lot of money, you will probably think of it as yours even before you have it in your hand. This feeling is the feeling of trusting the receiving. Claim what you passionately want and believe is yours. When you do, the law of attraction is for you. Circumstances, people and events will govern. How do you get yourself to a place of faith? Pretend to believe. Believe easily without thinking like a child. Act like you've got it all. By pretending, you really start to believe. Jinn is always responding to your strong thoughts, not only at the moment of your request. That's why after you ask, you have to believe that you've received. Keep faith. This unshakable faith you have is your greatest strength, when believing. Once you've got it, get ready and see what magic happens. You can get what you want if you mold it into your thoughts. There is no dream that cannot come true. You just have to learn to let the creative force work through you. What works for one works for all. You have the key to your power. In using what is there, simply, fully, thus opening all your channels for more creative energy to flow. Day. Robert Collier. Dr. Joe Vitale. The universe starts preparing itself to give you what you desire. Jack Canfield. Most of us never allow ourselves to ask for what we really want, because we don't understand how it manifests. Bob Proctor. You'll find out with a little research and be sure that those who get something don't know how they got it. They just knew they would get it. Dr. Joe Vitale. You don't need to know how it happens. You don't need to know how the universe is preparing itself. How it will happen, how the universe will bring it to you is not your thinking or doing. Let the universe do it for you. When you are thinking of a solution to the how-to, sending frequencies that mean disbelief, you don't believe you've already gotten it. You think you have to do it, the universe won't do it for you. It is not your part how the creation process will turn out. Bob Proctor. You don't know how it will be shown to you. You will attract that way. Lisa Nix. Most of the times when we see that our requests are not yet fulfilled, we feel disappointed, disheartened. We begin to doubt. Doubt breeds despair. Clear this doubt. Recognize this feeling and fill it with unwavering faith. I know it's coming. Step 3. Accept. Lisa Nick. Step 3 and this final step in the process is acceptance. Start feeling ecstatic about it. Feel exactly as you will when you get it. Feel it now. Marcy Schimpf. Feeling good in my process. Feeling happy is very important, because when you feel good you will place yourself in the frequency of what you want. Michael Bernard Beckwith. It is the universe of feelings. If you want to believe something just intellectually, but if there is no connecting feeling behind it, you will not have the power to manifest what you want. You have to feel it. Want first, then believe you got it. You have to feel good about getting it. When you feel good, you will be on a receiving frequency. When in a good coming frequency, you will get whatever you ask for. You don't want things that don't make you feel good, do you? So, put yourself in a good feeling frequency, you will get what you want. The way to move yourself quickly to that frequency is to say, I am getting now. All the good things in my life are getting now. I am getting, say what you want, now, and feel it. Feel it. A friend of mine, Marcy, is the best clairvoyant I've ever met. She can feel everything. He can feel what he wants. Everything that exists can feel it. How? When? Where he does not think at all, he just feels, and then it manifests. So feel good now. Bob Proctor. When you turn fantasy into reality, you are in the process of creating a bigger fantasy. Friends, that is the process of creation. Whatever you ask for when you pray, you will receive if you believe. Matthew 21:22. If you pray with the belief that you will get what you want, you will surely get it. Mark 11:24. Bob Doyle. Learning and practicing the laws of attraction is all it takes to understand how to evoke the feeling of getting what you want now. If you want to drive your favorite car, take the car and go for a drive. Go to find the house of your choice, enter that house. Do what you need to do to create the feeling of getting it now, and remember. Literally do whatever it takes to get what you want. Will help you to attract. When you feel like you've got it all, when you've already got that feeling of getting it, you'll get it. Bob Doyle. Maybe you woke up in the morning and see what you want. He is published. Has been, or you are inspired by a work idea. Became. You certainly don't say, I could do it this way, but I hate doing it this way. If that's the case, you're not on the right track. Sometimes work is necessary, but only then. Happiness is when the universe is trying to bring something to you and your work is helping it. This act brings a sense of joy. You will feel very alive. Time will stop. You can do it all day long. Action is a word to some people that simply means action, but motivated action may not seem like action at all. The difference between motivated work and ordinary work is that motivated work is when you do something to receive it. If you try to work to make something happen, you will fall behind. Motivated work effort ceases. This work also feels strange because you are staying at some power frequency. Imagine life as a fast-flowing river. When you're working to make something happen, you are going against the flow. It is hard and difficult. When you work to receive something from the universe, you will feel like you are going with the flow. This is the feeling of inspired work and the realization of moving forward in the flow of the universe and life. Sometimes you may not even be aware that you are applying action until you are taking something, it feels so good to you. Then maybe you'll look back and see what you wanted and what you asked for yourself the universe brought to you in some wonderful way. Dr. Joe Vitale. The universe loves speed. Don't second guess, don't doubt, act when there is an opportunity, when there is passion, when you feel a sense of spontaneity from within. That's your job. That's all you have to do. Trust your instincts. The universe itself is inspiring you. The universe is connecting with you on a frequency of self-reception. If you have a natural or instinctive feeling, follow it. You will find that the universe is pulling you like a magnet to get what you want. Bob Proctor. You will attract all that you need. If you need money, attract money. Do to attract a person. If you want any book, also attract it. Pay attention to what you want to attract. Because what you want is mirrored in your mind, objects are attracted to you and you attract them. They literally move into reality with you and through you. Remember, you are a magnet, attracting everything to you. When you are clear about your own wants, you become a magnet to attract those wants and in turn magnetize them. The more you practice and begin to see the principle of attraction bringing things to you, the more your magnetism will increase as you add more confidence, trust and knowledge. Michael Bernard Beckwith. You can start with empty hands. Out of nothingness and out of pathlessness the way will be prepared. All that is required is the ability to visualize the object of your imagination. Everything that has been invented and created in the history of the human race started with a single thought. From that one thought a path was created. What was invisible has become visible. Jack Canfield. Imagine driving at night. Headlights only go 100 or 200 feet ahead. You have to drive from California to New York in the dark. You can't see more than 200 feet ahead. That's how life opens its folds to us. If we just believe that we can see the next 200 feet, then the next 200 feet will come, and that's how our lives will gradually unfold. Ultimately, you get what you want. Reach the goal you really wanted. Trust the universe. Have confidence. I really had no idea how exactly I would bring the mystery to the screen. I only see the fruit in front of my eyes. I kept a clear picture in my mind. I felt with all my might. As a result, we have everything we need to build the secret. Believe the first step. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just skip the first step. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 1929–1968. Mystery and your body. Let's see how people who think their body weight is too much and want to lose weight can use the creative process. If you only think about losing weight, then you will not lose weight but will gain more weight because all your focus is on weight. That's why controlling your diet doesn't work. The second thing is that being overweight is the result of your attention to it. Basically, if someone is overweight, it is because they have a bad feeling of getting fat, even though they may not realize it. One does not get fat because of a bad feeling of getting sick. It completely negates the principle of attraction. Maybe someone says their thyroid is slow, digestion isn't working properly, or their body is genetically like that. All these thoughts are actually body weight. Disguise related thoughts. If any of these apply to you, accept and believe that it will indeed happen and you will only attract weight. I was gaining weight after my 2 daughters were born. I knew this was happening because I heard it was hard to lose weight after having a baby and even harder after having 2. I call that thinking of weight and weight in life. I really got fat, and the more I noticed getting fat, the more I attracted getting fat. I had gained 143 pounds on a small face, all because of the thought of getting fat. Like most people, I had the idea that food is responsible for weight gain. This idea does no good. This idea is completely wrong. Food is not responsible for weight gain. Your thinking is responsible. Weight increases because you think you are gaining for food. Thought is everything. The main cause, everything else is the result of it. Think the right way and the weight will be right. Let go of all these limiting thoughts. Food can't make you gain weight unless you think about it that way. The right weight is what makes you feel good. Nothing comes in anyone's opinion. Whatever makes you feel good is fine. You may also know someone who is very skinny but eats like a horse and brags, "I can eat everything, I'm perfectly fine." And so the genie of the universe says, "Your will is my command." Follow these steps to attract your right body and weight by applying the creation process. Step 1. Want. Clarify in your mind how much weight you prefer. Have a picture in mind. That's how you look at the right weight. Check your correct weight chart often. If not, keep a hot one with the look you want and look at it often. Step 2. Believe. You must believe that your weight will be right and that you have already gained it. You must imagine, pretend. You have to act, make believe that your weight is absolutely correct. You seem to accept it. Write down your exact weight, mark your scale or don't weigh yourself at all. Don't contradict what you want with your thoughts, words and actions. Don't buy clothes in your current size. Be confident when buying clothes. Attracting the correct weight and looking at the catalog in the universe. Ordering is the same. View the catalog, choose the right weight, place the order, now. Will reach you. May your desire be to find the right weight, rich form, appreciate and appreciate from within. Find them and beat whoever you are. Appreciate, feel that feeling, then you will call him close. If you see a very fat person, don't look at him. Visualize and experience your desired beauty. Step 3. Accept. You have to feel good. You have to do about yourself. It is important. Because it's impossible to feel bad about yourself and look perfect at the same time. Feeling bad about your body is a very powerful feeling. You will only attract bad feelings about your body. You will never improve your appearance if you only keep on gaining weight. Appreciate every square inch of your body. Think of all the perfect things about yourself. The more you think about imperfections and the more you feel good about yourself, the more you will be in frequency of your perfect appearance, attracting plumper looks. In one of his books, Wallace Walls mentioned a wonderful trick about diet. When eating, make sure you enjoy every sensation of chewing. Savor the food with full concentration on the food, do not take your mind elsewhere. Immerse yourself in your body, savor every sensation of chewing and swallowing in your mouth. Then try when you eat. Even if you don't mind the very attractive smell of the food, stay fully immersed in the meal. I am sure that if we eat wholeheartedly, paying full attention to taste, the food gets digested and the body definitely gets fulfilled. The end of the story is that I am now at a healthy weight of 116 pounds and eat whatever I want. So focus on your ideal weight. How long will it take? Dr. Joe Vitale. Another thing people doubt is, how long will it take for a car, personal relationship, or money to materialize? I don't have any guidelines that say 30 minutes, 3 days, or 30 days. It depends on being in tune with the universe. Time is an illusion. Einstein told us that. If you hear this for the first time, you will find it difficult to accept it, because you see everything happening one after another. Quantum physics and Einstein tell us that everything is happening in parallel. If you understand and accept that there is no such thing as time, you will find that what you wish for in the future is already present. If everything happens at the same time, you have what you want. The parallel form is already positioned. It takes no time for the universe to make your wishes come true. What is late is for you, because you are late to believe, understand and feel. You slow down to move yourself to the frequency you want. When you reach that frequency, what you want will appear. Bob Doyle. No volume is anything to the universe. Attracting nothing from the smallest to the largest is no longer a problem for science. The universe does everything effortlessly. Grass takes no effort to grow. It happens effortlessly. Has a nice design. What is going on in your mind is what matters. We are the ones who say, it's a big deal, it will take a long time. Again, it's a small thing, it'll be mine in an hour. We make these rules, we decide. The universe has no such rules. If we give the feeling, it will respond, whatever it is. There is no such thing as time in the universe, and there is no such thing as space. It's just as easy to make $1 as it is to make $100,000. Same process. One comes first and the other comes later because you think $100,000 is a lot of money, $1 is too little. Bob Doyle. Some people get the small things easily, so we say. Start with something small, say a cup of coffee. Today you try to get a cup of coffee. You have sent the events of sin to human devotion. Bob Proctor. An old friend of yours whom you have not seen for a long time. Imagine a replica of that in your mind. Somehow someone will talk to you about that person. You will see, that person will call you or you will receive a letter from him. It's easy to start with small things to see the law of attraction before your eyes. Let me tell you the story of a young man who did just that. She decides to start with something small in the secret session. He created a picture of a feather in his mind. He was sure that it was very wonderful. He put special marks on it so that he could be sure that he had deliberately brought it to himself through the law of attraction. 2 days later he was walking into a high-rise building on a street in New York City. He looked down because of B. He saw the feather lying at his feet in front of the multi-story. Exactly as he had imagined, with those markings. At that moment he knew without a doubt that these were the glories of the law of attraction. He has the amazing ability to pull anything to himself. Realized the potential. He is now attracting big things with complete confidence. David Sherm, investment teachers and financial expert. People wonder how I get lines in parking spaces. What I've done since figuring out the secret is I visualize a spot exactly where I want it. 95% of the time I get a blank and put it straight in, 5% of the time I have to wait a minute or two. One took out almost immediately and I always do that. Now you can understand why someone says I always get parking and they get it. And why one says, I'm really lucky, I always win, they also win one thing after another. All these people expect it. Start expecting big things. As you do, move your life forward. Compose your day in advance. By applying the law of attraction, you can pre-write your entire life, right after the work you do. Prentice Mulford, a teacher whose writings contain many insights into the law of attraction and its application, shows the importance of thinking ahead to each day. When you say to yourself, I'm great. Going on a trip or going to a great meeting, is literally sending materials and energy before you physically arrive that will make your trip or meeting enjoyable. When you are not in a good mood or fear something bad before going for a visit or shopping, you are sending some messengers ahead of you who will create some kind of trouble in advance. Our thoughts, or in other words our state of mind, always working to fix pre-existing good or bad conditions. Prentice Mulford. Prentice Mulford wrote these words in 1870. A wonderful foreigner. You see how important it is to think about every day's event in advance. You must have had the experience of not thinking ahead, one of which is a reaction to being too hasty. When you rush out of fear of being late, you prepare yourself for something bad. The faster you rush, the more bad things you attract in your path. On top of that, the law of attraction will create more hectic situations for you in the future. You must then stop and remove yourself from this frequency. If you don't want to cause anything worse, take a few moments and move yourself. Many people, especially in Western society, run behind time and complain that they don't have enough time. When someone says they don't have enough time, it is because of the principle of attraction. If you are running around chasing time, declare out loud from now on, I have plenty of time, and change your life. You can strengthen the waiting period by using your future creation. Then the next time you have to wait for whatever reason, take that opportunity and imagine whatever you want. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Make every situation in life positive. Make it a habit for each day to predetermine every event of your life in your thoughts. Wherever you go and whatever you do, put the universe before you, think how you want it. Only then will you create your life as you wish. Synopsis of the mystery. Like Aladdin's genie, the law of attraction fulfills all our orders. The creation process helps you create what you want in just 3 simple steps: want, believe, and receive. Asking the universe for what you want means being clear to yourself about what you want. If you are clear in your mind, then the request will be done. Faith means acting as if you already have what you want. Talking and thinking. When you send the frequency of receiving the principle of attraction, people will direct events and situations in such a way that you receive. The meaning of receiving is to feel exactly as you would when your desire is fulfilled. Don't focus on losing weight to lose body weight. Focus instead on beautiful weight. Feel the beautiful weight. Only then will you call him. It takes no time for the universe to make what you want come true. Bringing $1 is the same as bringing $100,000. To see the law of attraction in action, it's easy to start with small requests, like a cup of coffee or a parking space. Attract a small object with strong will. Witnessing your power of attraction will lead you to greater attraction. Prepare your day in advance the way you want to spend your day. You can also compose your life as you wish.